Well, the Torah is eternal, every moment of every day. All you need is open up the Torah portion and see what it says. It's God's everlasting guide. By its mitzvahs we abide, brightening our lives and showing us the proper way. So this evening, my family and I are on the way to San Diego to celebrate the bar mitzvah of my dear nephew, Levi Polichenko. My apologies in advance if this week's introduction is not as funny as you wanted it to be. Proper way. So if you're living with the times, making sure your daily life's divine, yeah, you gotta watch Rabbi Benny's Torah videos today. Welcome to the Kabbalah Jewish Center's video blog with the Torah portion of Va'et Hanan. Okay, so just how relevant is the Torah nowadays? No, really, be honest with yourself. Is Judaism and the Torah a book that understands and carefully addresses every facet of your existence nowadays? Or do you suppose that this ancient bestseller called the Torah is more disconnected and has less to do with your modern lifestyle than, say, your great Aunt Betty?
Benny, did you get my postcard? You know, in my days, we were just as happy playing tiddlywinks. Sweetie, could you help me send this fax? Wait, what's this little piece of something on the computer? Oh, it's a camera, is it? I'm putting in my password, but all I keep getting is a bunch of stars.
Well, this week, the portion of the Torah that's read in the synagogues got some serious juice packed in. We even read the 10 Commandments this week, as they were reviewed by Moses to the Jewish people. But as with every single week's reading, the question that we should be asking is, how does the Torah relate to a modern-day 21st century lifestyle? So there's Moses, reviewing the happenings of the last 40 years in the desert together.
Hey, look at this one. That was about 20 years back. They were all kvetching about water or something. The lighting's a bit bad, but...
Then he gets to the part where he recounts the 10 Commandments and the incredible experience that was had by the millions of people in attendance. He describes the energy and power happening at the scene on Mount Sinai with all the fire, the smoke, and the darkness. But then he adds a tremendous voice that would not stop. So many commentators and rabbis translate this non-stopping voice in many different ways. Here's a short summary of some of the explanations. God wasn't like humans stopping to breathe. God was never revealed in such a way ever again. The voice at Mount Sinai was heard in all 70 biblical languages. The voice had no echo. All the prophets that ever lived prophesied from that voice. Just a second, what was that? What, all the prophets prophesizing? No, the one before that. Oh, the one that says that the voice had no echo. Yeah, that's the one. Isn't that rather a strange one? Like, the other explanations seem to be useful miracles that came with the giving of the Torah. Miracles that affected the prophets and the entire world for all of time. But why was this miracle of the voice having no echo necessary? Doesn't God avoid miracles if there's no justifiable reason for it? And wouldn't you think that God's voice not having an echo sort of suggests that the voice was weak instead of an all-powerful, booming, echoey voice? Doesn't that send the wrong message about God and his infinite power? Like, wouldn't
Benny, get me a frappuccino.
yes, okay, have more impact than
Get me a frappuccino.
Get me a frappuccino.
And the Lubavitcher Rebbe, in his incredible way of making the Torah so unbelievably awesome, gives an amazing explanation. To understand how God's voice did not have an echo, first we need to understand what an echo even is.
So basically, an echo can be explained as a wave that has been reflected by a discontinuity in the propagation medium and returns with sufficient magnitude and delay to be perceived. When dealing with audible frequencies, the human ear cannot perceive.
Whoa, hang on, Professor. Do you seriously think that you're gonna get somewhere with that kind of presentation?
I don't know, what do you think? You want to show us maybe, you little pipsqueak?
Wait, are you exaggerating that accent? And did you just call me a pipsqueak?
I don't know, what do you think I called you?
Okay, just whatever. Let me take it from here. An echo is the travel of the sound of a call, bouncing off the hills of a distant wall. The sound waves will bounce and come back around, and that'll make the echo sound, echo sound, echo sound. Alright, whatever. At least it was better than that other dude. So in short, the echo happens when the sound waves are not absorbed, and they rebound off of surrounding matter. Man, do I sound smart. No, seriously, a big shout out to Wikipedia. But back to the point. When God gave the Torah, Torah, and his booming voice bellowed out the 10 divine commandments to the Jewish people, his voice permeated and penetrated all of existence. There was not a single element within creation that rejected and rebounded his voice. It was no miracle that there was no echo. It was a simple, natural reaction to God, the creator of everything, and his revelation. Everything was absorbed. And this, dear people watching this video, is what relates to us when we try to analyze a Torah life in a 21st century. As the infinite wisdom of God, somehow squeezed into 5 books with a whole bunch of explanations, laws, and ideas, the Torah does not have an echo. Nothing in our lives can reject Torah and its relevance unless we choose for it to. The Torah is meant to be absorbed and permeated throughout all of our existence. So in your life, if you ever find yourself struggling to live by the Torah's guidelines while balancing a 21st century lifestyle, remember that for God and his instructions, there's never an echo. The Torah is relevant and applies to this modern world as much as it did 3,000 years ago. Allow the Torah to seep through your conscience, bringing life and purpose to your everyday living. And then you will have fulfilled the very purpose for which you and all the world was created. Shabbat Shalom, and have an awesome week.